to stay informed in 2020 and not overwhelmed. That is what today's video is all about. Hola, mi gente linda. I am Silvia from Tono Latino, and I inform thousands of people about politics and tell them how to get involved. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell. That way you get notified every time I upload a new video. And also do me a favor and smash the like button so the YouTube algorithm knows it's good content and shares it with more people. How to stay informed in 2020 and not overwhelmed. I'm going to give you 3 ways that I use to stay informed, and stay to the end because there's like a little extra tip that doesn't count like a full on to make it 4. Anyway, let's get started. Number 1, newsletters. I personally subscribe to literally dozens and dozens and dozens of newsletters that arrive in my inbox every single day. If you want a secret to handle this, I have a separate email account dedicated to only receiving news-related newsletters. The reason why I love newsletters so much is because by the headline, you kind of already know what content is coming and you can skim them pretty quickly. So if there's a subject that you're not interested in, you can skip ahead. Also, they include links to the original sources of information. So if you're interested in one of the sections, then you can click the link and go read more. Now, the downside of newsletters is that you need to actively be looking at the computer screen or your phone screen or your tablet, and you can't be doing something else. The other tool that I love to stay informed in 2020 and not overwhelmed is podcast. I subscribe to a ton of different podcasts that I listen to on a daily basis. And the beauty about podcasts is that you can actually be doing something else like driving or cooking or laundry or whatever while you're getting informed. This is the opposite of the newsletters. The downside for me personally is that you don't know what is coming, so it's a lot harder to skip ahead because you might miss some important parts. My trick with podcasts is to actually speed them up, so I never listen to a podcast at regular speed. My sweet spot is 1.2 or 1.5, depending on how fast the hosts and the guests speak. The other thing I love about podcasts is that listening to people's voices makes you a little bit more connected to the story, and that's something that you definitely cannot get from a newsletter. If you're interested in knowing more about which newsletters and which podcasts I subscribe to, click on the link underneath this video to learn more. One of my favorite podcasts to listen to daily is The Daily by the New York Times. And my favorite part is when the host says,
"Hi, I'm Michael Barbaro from the New York Times, and this is The Daily."
That's like music to my ears. This third tip I'm going to give you might sound a little bit weird, but one of my favorite places to stay informed is Twitter. And it might sound contradictory because I told you the idea is not to get overwhelmed, and a lot of people get overwhelmed with Twitter. It really depends on who you follow. So make sure you're following reputable sources. For example, AP, Reuters, the BBC, and other media sources. If you don't know about these media sources, check out Media Bias Fact Check. I'm going to include the link underneath this video. It is a wonderful website to find out if these sources are reputable, if they share factual information, and if they lean left, right, or center. One thing you do have to be careful with Twitter is all of the anger and hate that can happen in the comments. Personally, if I start noticing that my anxiety level goes up, I just get out of the conversation and move on to something else. But honestly, Twitter has been a wonderful source to find out, especially about breaking news. In a recent video, somebody asked me, "Silvia, are you a cat person or a dog person?" And to be honest, I've always been a cat person. Maybe because I'm a Leo. But I love dogs, so don't hold that against me. If you have any other personal questions that I can answer in a future video, write them in the comments below. I promised you I was going to give you a little extra tip, and that one is an app called NPR One. It's obviously by NPR, and it's an app where you have tiny little 1 to 3 minute podcasts about many different topics. And if you're not interested in that news story specifically, you can skip ahead. You can also save and share with your friends. I absolutely love it. Also because all throughout the day, they have national, broadcasts and local broadcasts to keep you updated with national and local news. Remember, if you want to know more about the newsletters and podcasts that I use, check out the link underneath this video. And don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to my channel so you get updated every time I upload a new video. Nos vemos la semana entrante. Cuídense mucho. Un abrazo. Chao. The other thing Te amo, mi amor hermoso. Sí, pero es que yo te amo y quiero que todo el mundo lo sepa.